P is for priceless, the look upon your faces. E is for extinction of all your tiny races. R is for revolution that will be televised. F is for how you are, now allow me to reprise. E is for eccentric, just listen to my song. C is for completion, oh I've waited for so long. T is for the terror that I'll bestow upon you. My name's Perfect Cell, and I've come to say hello. Hey guys, DB Rye here, and today I am continuing with a what if. One of the first what ifs I've done on this channel. And I thought, yeah, we're definitely a bit overdue for this one. And that is, what if Chi-Chi let Gohan train? Now in this scenario, we actually explored the possibility of Chi-Chi actually allowing her son to train and the whole Sun family getting stronger together, which led to Raditz being defeated easily, as well as Nappa being defeated by a Rage Boost Gohan, and led to Gohan becoming a Super Saiyan, the first Super Saiyan in this timeline, actually giving Lord Frieza a good run for his money. You know, before Goku showed up, also in Super Saiyan form, and completely destroyed the Galactic Emperor. For details, if you haven't seen the previous What Ifs, I recommend you check them out. Now we have headed into the Android Saga, and about to cross into the Cell Saga. Android 20 and 19 attacking South City, just like future Trunks had predicted, only to find out that these were not the droids they were looking for, and it also became clear that Gohan is having some sort of confidence issue. For some reason, he is just not trusting himself with the Super Saiyan power ever since the Frieza incident. After all, when Gohan went Super Saiyan, he completely lost control of himself and let his arrogance get the better of him, which has happened to him time and time again in Dragon Ball Super, and as well as the original Cell Saga. But let's see how things differ in this timeline. So where we last left off, everyone was licking their wounds after everyone suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of Android 17 and 18, and it led to Piccolo returning to the lookout, who is seeking to reunite with Kami, regain all that power they used to have so they can stop these menacing cyborgs. Kami, who is actually pretty hesitant to unite with Piccolo because, well, Piccolo wants to make sure that the androids actually are a threat, because really, it was really the Dragon Team that started this fight with Android 17 and 18. So far, they haven't done anything that really warrants Piccolo and Kami to unite, but Kami is keeping an eye on another potential threat, and the time has come for them to unite because this threat is a serious one. So after finally uniting and Piccolo and Kami are once again becoming the Nameless Namekian, they go straight to Ginger Town to confront this menace. Meanwhile, Trunks and the others have taken Goku over to Master Roshi's, and on their little plane trip, Trunks does get a phone call from Bulma, his mother, telling him that they found telling them that someone had reported in a capsule corp vehicle and wanted to know if he could get a reward on it, whether or not it was worth anything. And of course, once they fax Trunks the picture, he recognizes it immediately as his time machine. But of course, Trunks has his time machine. So where did this time machine come from? Of course, Gohan and future Trunks investigate it. Of course, they find the cocoon, outer shell of some sort of creature not too far away from the time machine, as well as an eggshell. And they're all kind of spooked, you know, who would send this thing from the future? So meanwhile, the others have arrived at Master Roshi's, and they've put Goku up in the room upstairs, who is pretty much at peace now. The heart virus isn't affecting him as badly anymore. He's just still a little weakened and still sleeping. Meanwhile, Piccolo has indeed arrived at Ginger Town and confronts this creature who has pretty much wiped out the entire population of the town. All you can see is a bunch of cloves being blown everywhere by the wind. And Piccolo has his little fight with the creature, and Piccolo is sensing all sorts of different energies from this creature. Sensing Goku's presence, Frieza's presence, Vegeta's, Yamcha, Krillin's, you know, pretty much every fighter you can think of is somehow, their presence is in this creature somehow. Alright, and of course, just like in the original, Cell does get a hold of Piccolo and drains one of his arms, and Piccolo's doing his all pretending he's going to lose and surrender in order to get his information out of Cell, what he is.
Well then, Piccolo, since you're about to die, why not? My name is Cell. I am an android created by Dr. Gero. I have come to your time from the future in order to achieve perfection. I am here to absorb Android 17 and 18 and reach my perfect form. I stole this time machine from Trunks. He had already killed Android 17 and 18 from my timeline. So I took him out and stole his time machine and came here. I arrived here about 3 years ago.
Well, finally, this is all starting to make sense. And then, of course, Piccolo, of course, rips off his arm and regenerates a new one. You have my cells in there, but you weren't expecting that. Now that I know you are a serious threat to this planet, I'll have no problem destroying you before you'll ever reach perfection. Piccolo powering up his Super Namekian powers, begins his battle with Cell. And that is, of course, when everyone else begins to turn up. Krillin, Trunks, and of course Vegeta, who's also sensing all this going on. And when they arrive, Cell, of course, realizing he's in the losing end of this, flies up to the sun and unleashes
a solar flare
and flees. Vegeta not happy about any of this, Piccolo becoming suddenly stronger than he is all of a sudden, and finding out that there's this pretender running around with Vegeta's cells and everyone else, and that he intends to absorb the androids to get stronger.
Huh. You think just because I lost to that female android, that this is where it ends for me? No, I'm going to train. I'm going to get stronger. I will ascend.
And well, this is when, of course, Trunks decides to go with his dad, because if it is possible for a Super Saiyan to ascend into another level, to go beyond that of a Super Saiyan, Trunks, of course, wants to learn this too. He will need this down the line when he eventually goes back to his time to face Android 17 and 18 there. And pretty much the whole chasing of Cell goes on per normal, and Goku appearing before him after recovering from his heart virus, insisting that Trunks, Vegeta, Gohan and himself return to the room in Spirit of Time, also known as the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, to receive their year's training for a day so they can combat this creature in case the worst happens. And pretty much the whole chase of Cell goes on per normal, and all the villages that he destroys happens as per normal, everything up to Android 17 eventual fight with Piccolo and Android 17 getting absorbed. And Goku, of course, having to rescue Tien and Piccolo from second stage Cell, who's basically on the verge of wiping them both out. Now, thanks to a couple of sensu beans from Korin, Tien and Piccolo are back on their feet. And of course, Vegeta and Trunks come out from their day from the Room of Spirit of Time, as per normal, and proceed to go and waste second stage Cell. Meanwhile, the others are deciding who's going to go into the chamber next. And this is actually where things begin to differ in the story here, because it's actually Piccolo who goes in with Gohan, because Piccolo can tell the boy is still having doubts. So Piccolo actually insists that he goes in with the boy instead of Goku. Piccolo, who has done a lot more training with Gohan in the past and knows a bit better on how the boy actually works. If anything could work Gohan out of this funk he's in, this drop of his self-confidence, it's going to be Piccolo. So they decide it's actually best that Piccolo trains with Gohan. As for Goku, he will get his turn after that. Now, meanwhile, Vegeta is having his fight with second stage Cell, and things are going as well for second stage Cell as you would expect, just like the original. And this is where, of course, Cell begins to manipulate Vegeta. He's like, oh, if only I had my perfect form, you would find your challenge in me. I would mop the floor with you, you Saiyan Prince. This, of course, intriguing Vegeta. Oh, is that so? Well, I might just let you absorb that other android then. And of course, that whole thing plays out to the point where we indeed get Perfect Cell. Play exactly as per normal, Krillin crushing the remote to shut off Android 18, and Vegeta doing his thing, trying to find a better challenge. Vegeta's pride is definitely showing. And all because he fell in love with Android 18, and Vegeta being Vegeta. Because of this, we get Perfect Cell. Just look at my face. That of course means both Krillin and Vegeta both get laid out by the perfect android. And well, Trunks has his bit of a fight with Cell, but of course also ends up losing humiliating to the android, but basically because no idea how to use the Super Saiyan Grade 2 properly, and ended up overpowering himself to the point where he was just too slow to lay a punch on Cell. Tell me, Trunks, this power you acquired, how did you do it? Is it possible for you guys to get even stronger? I've got an even better idea. In 10 days' time, I will be hosting a martial arts tournament, known as the Cell Games. You will all have your chance to fight me and actually save your planet. Just promise me you guys will get a lot stronger before then. I would hate for you to disappoint me. Watch the television and I will make the official announcement. And I think, and of course, that whole chestnut does get announced per normal with the announcement of the Cell Games. And that is when Gohan and Piccolo emerge from their day, Gohan coming out with his Super Saiyan transformation like he does in the original, with him keeping his Super Saiyan form. Remember, Piccolo's quite intelligent. He'd probably catch on to this pretty quickly himself, and Piccolo was able to work Gohan out of his funk somehow and actually get Gohan used to using the Super Saiyan transformation. The kind of motivational speech he used to give him in the Saiyan Saga. You think the Saiyans will give a damn? You think they'll give you a pass if you're trying? Wake up! This is a monster, Gohan. Cell will destroy everything. You must let go. Frieza was in the past. You are not the same person anymore. Trust yourself, Gohan. You can do this! I think that is actually where we'll leave things for now. So tell me, did you like this discussion? Do you like where I'm going with this story? Will Gohan be even more effective in this timeline than he is in the original? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And this is DB Rice signing off.